force submitted to lose her title. The Miz. NXT is coming back in. Ray with a big boot.
Welcome if you're returning to this is Diaz.
And the Sriracha Muchacha, Paloma Star.
And this is the Fastlane review.
Insert car sound here.
We're doing a little bit of a Halloween.
A little bit.
Warming up to it.
Exactly. It's Halloween every day in my life. My Nightmare Before Christmas dress. I love it.
I love it.
You're looking extra cute today.
It's from my favorite movie of this year, Suzume, with a little cute like chair. I don't know if you get it. If you get it, you love some good movies.
I don't get it. I think you look super cute.
We should watch this. Really,
Okay.
really cute. But Fastlane, we gotta start with. I was gagged because Jade Cargill came out of this fabulous car and she looked bomb.com.
She really did. Like, what? Like, looking like $2 million, not even $1 million. She looked fantastic, but it did make me giggle that she had to like. Are we supposed to believe that she was just riding around in that car dressed like that?
She always looked good in AEW. She looked like a megastar there, but
Yeah.
it's like WWE gave her the money. Like, make sure you look more expensive than what you used to.
Now she has an even bigger budget.
Yeah.
Like, say less, I got this.
She had like a little like a shoulder action. It was
Yeah.
almost like Lady Gaga, a little Beyonce.
Definitely Renaissance tour era, like all the silver. Is that like her wrestling gear or just like her fabulous outfits?
I don't know. Maybe she goes to bed like that.
Oh my god, totally. Instead of she woke up like this, she went to bed like this.
That's what I was gonna say. But you got me.
I got you.
And she went to shake hands with Triple H. It's like it was unreal. I was like, what is going on?
I know the way they like hyped it up, like the most like sought after free agent. I was like big star. I was like, wow, they're really, really pushing her to the moon.
I mean, like they haven't done anything like this since Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Ronda Rousey was like a mainstream name.
Oh, for sure, already.
Yeah, like even when Gail Kim jumped ship from Impact Wrestling TNA back in the days, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, Gail was buried like right away,
Yeah.
losing to Michelle McCool.
Obviously, Jade Cargill is a star, but I almost feel like WWE's trying to play up that fact even more. Even for people who like maybe never heard of her or haven't watched AEW, like even if you don't know her, like the way that they're building her up, you're like, oh wow, I don't know her, but I have to know her since WWE's building her up this much. So they're doing a good job of it.
Yeah, I thought it was just like interesting in the sense that WWE did everything. They like jumped the hoops to make sure that AEW is not their competition. They're like, oh yeah, they beat our developmental whatever. But it is ironic to me that they're like putting Jade Cargill, who's an AEW star, as like the biggest thing ever, which is it's an interesting choice.
It is. I just really hope they're not almost setting her up for failure and like kind of like building her up too much. I mean, I'm sure she's talented, but she also doesn't have that much experience. So I just hope they're not like saying she's gonna be this great star and then like does not live up to that in the ring for some fans.
But granted, her last match in AEW was so freaking amazing. Another granted that it was with Chris Statlander, and she could have a great match with any. She could probably have a great match with me too.
Let's go, Diaz versus Chris Statlander. Go right now.
By the way, that interview's coming up with Chris Statlander. She had a really good match, so I almost feel like WWE is not gonna put her in NXT.
Yeah, I don't think so. I thought she would at first, but then the way that they've been treating her and how she's been presented, I don't think so. But I also do think that NXT has a performance center, and I think that's where she could really like hone in on her skills. Like now she's gonna have the coaches and the people around her that will make her look as good as she looks, like in ring wise at least for sure. I'm looking forward to what she does.
What are you thinking for her first feud?
Ooh, I don't know. It's gonna have to be somebody that can like go.
The rumor was Zelina Vega.
Okay.
Which, like, she's gonna, like, spin her
yeah, I can see why, because she's tiny.
I want to see her first feud to be with Beth Phoenix.
Oh my gosh, imagine.
Winning the Glam Slam from Beth Phoenix. And then Beth Phoenix is, like, halfway onto AEW, because apparently she's the one that did the You Think You Know Me. The new version.
Oh,
she's halfway there, so on your exit, maybe give a little rub to Jade.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, it's finally spooky season and I'm scared of a lot of stuff. Like, I have this kind of a weird fear of clavicles. I don't know why. I also hate frogs. But when it comes to wrestling, I think the injuries are the scariest thing because injuries can happen any moment. Bam! And that's where I introduce Morgan & Morgan, the 21st century law firm that's changing the game when it comes to injury claims. Now, I know what you're thinking, contacting a lawyer, is that really necessary? Well, let me tell you, it's a total no-brainer. In an unfortunate event of, say, a car accident, your first move should be calling a personal injury attorney. And no need to worry about chingle. With Morgan & Morgan, it won't cost you a dime unless they win you a case. You can submit all the case details, sign contracts, upload documents, and even share your medical records with just few swipes. And you can also text your attorney and legal team throughout your case. It's like having a legal team in your pocket. So don't let doubts hold you back. Protect your rights and let Morgan & Morgan fight tooth and nail to get you that compensation you rightly deserve with 8 clicks or less to submit a claim. So if you're ever injured in an accident, you can submit a claim at www.forthepeople.com/ringthebell or by dialing law, that is pound 529 on your phone. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan.
Alright, so let's go to the match we had. SmackDown Women's Championship Triple Threat, IYO Sky versus Charlotte Flair and Asuka. Can we talk about?
I want to talk about the looks.
Charlotte Flair.
This is, I think, my favorite rendition of Charlotte Flair. I feel like I say that every time she comes out now. But like literally, this year, this robe looked amazing.
She said, I get paid more than any of you. She's like, I'm gonna show it with my gear. She looked so good. She was just diamonds. Oh, like it was just beautiful. Like entire jackets
was like literally. Imagine how heavy and how long that took to make. Like that's insane. My favorite part of it was when she was taking off her robe. She like literally looks at the ref and was like, "Hello, like help me. Like what are you doing here, peasants?" Like and literally waited until the ref helped her off her robe, which I thought was so extra, as she should be because she's so extra. She looked great.
Yeah, Asuka the purple new gear.
Did you notice that her mask had blonde hair?
Oh,
I feel like that was kind of like an homage or like mind games for Charlotte Flair.
Interesting. And then in the pre-show, IYO says she is sick of Bayley's wrong translation. She's like, I'm done with you and your broken translator. I'm gonna go here alone. I have my own strategy. I still don't know what that own strategy was, but she did come into this match alone without Bayley and Dakota, which is, I think, is like really bad strategy, to be honest. Triple threat. It's a non-DQ match, so
might as well have them out there.
They could do whatever they want, but she did not come out with them because she wants to earn the respect of everyone in the locker room.
Exactly. She could do this on her own. She doesn't need no damage control.
Right off the match, we started with this big mist.
And I did not see that coming at all. I was like, oh, all right, we're here. I'm like, what if it finishes right here? I'm glad you didn't.
I thought this was going to take Charlotte out of the match.
Me too.
And then make it into IYO versus Asuka match.
Which I was down for, but also I just want an Asuka and IYO match, like by themselves.
Yes.
Without like the trickery of that. And also I thought it was kind of cool that Charlotte was down to like get sprayed in her face right away, even though she looked so amazing.
She was not gone for that long.
Not at all.
I'm pissed about that.
Which actually kind of dismisses the mist a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's supposed to be like blinding and stuff. And I do like how she rolled out of the ring, was trying to get out of her eyes. But I feel like it wasn't long enough.
Right. Literally, Bianca was selling her ass off when the last time she got that. Like, she was out for like 2 minutes. And then she was back. Nothing. She's got perfect eyesight.
She didn't even use that little eye wash. Remember, like in high school when you had like a chemistry class and there was a little eye wash you could go use if you get chemicals in your eye?
I don't know if there's like a Hollywood little way to make your eye red, but it would have been cool if her like eyes
it
were
was
red.
at least irritated or something. I do agree with that. I just don't like. I do like that the mist was used right away. That was like out of nowhere. I didn't see that coming. But I just would have been a little bit longer or like done it a little bit differently because she just came in like fresh as a daisy. She's like, oh, come in and kick ass. So definitely that was weird. But
that was a girl for me.
Girl,
Definitely. But during that time, whenever Charlotte was out, we got to see the potential, like that back and forth that they were going. It looked so good. I feel like I'm jumping too far ahead, but the Tower of Doom spot was really cool.
Oh my god, with the Samoan drop, right?
Yes, that was creative. I'd never seen a Tower of Doom with a Samoan drop. I'm like, hey, I do a Samoan drop. Like, because it's always usually, the superplex with the power bomb. So that was really cool and different.
Yeah, we're sick of that. We're sick of that.
Yeah.
So we had the little sriracha on top of it.
You know it. I like the double submission on Charlotte that they both had. That looked really cool too. And I liked how Charlotte just came in and like kicked everybody's ass for a little bit. And then it reminded me like, Charlotte would be really good in Stardom.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, Charlotte dominated in this match.
Seriously, dominated.
Dragging both of them. And I'm like, this is a little too much. Yeah.
Especially after being missed. Yeah. You got missed in the eyes and you're just like, let me go here and dominate real quick.
Love the little battle of moonsaults.
That was
IYO did one off the rope, and Charlotte was like, hold my beer. And then
we go off the top rope. There was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of good spots. I feel like sometimes it got a little bit clunky, but they got there.
Yeah.
You know,
there were some clunky spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the match really picked up from the Samoan Draw Tower of Doom.
For sure.
For me.
I felt I almost was watching two separate matches because I feel like the match before the Tower of Doom was a different match versus the last part of it. But it didn't really seem like it had an easy transition to it. Like, I feel like it was a little clunky getting there.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was almost watching two separate matches.
And I hate noting this, but like the crowd was kind of dead.
Yeah.
I mean, they're upset that Carlito's new theme song was like not the iconic
Why is it the old one?
I know. But Daddy is Daddy.
Oh my God, Carlito looking so fine.
So hot.
I've been in 2 shows with him, and damn, even in person.
Oh, so good to have him back. At the end, we saw Bayley. Bayley came out.
And I feel like it was a very red herring where you think like, oh, she's gonna come over here and like screw up and lose a match for IYO. But then like it actually like turned out to help. But also at first I'm like, what is this happening? Why does the ref have to be distracted? It's a triple threat match. And then I'm like, oh. That's why.
Yeah, so what happened at the end is Charlotte put figure 8 on Asuka and Asuka started tapping, but then Bayley was distracting so referee didn't see it. That's how Bayley got to help IYO win the title, who hit beautiful moonsault on Charlotte Flair. There's a couple things to note. I hated that Asuka was tapping here.
Yeah.
They're making her look like a joke. Yeah. I'm gonna rant for a little bit because Asuka is a face now. She came back with this murder clown, Asuka, and there was like a great heel turn. Yes,
sure.
granted, nobody's gonna boo Asuka.
No.
Yes, we get that, but still, she had so much potential to just go wild and go unhinged, slay everyone, but she didn't do that. And very quickly, she like shook hands with Shotzi, became babyface.
I feel like she kind of came out this cool, awesome, badass, different, and then reverted back to what she was doing before. Like I feel like her new, like her face paint is amazing,
right?
And like her looks and her being more vicious, but also that didn't translate for too long. Like it ended up being the same thing that we've seen from Asuka before, which is great. But like you said, it went back to like shaking hands as opposed to like misting in babies' faces or something like that.
Right, and she's the one taking the pin. Annoying. And then Charlotte Flair took the loss here. Like, Charlotte Flair doesn't get pinned in triple threat matches.
Totally.
Maybe she did. I don't know. But she had so many freaking triple threat matches. From my memory, she never or almost never gets pinned in triple threat matches.
You're so right. A clause on her contract or something. But hey, this time she did.
I'm a big Damage Control fan. I know. I came a long way. I was such a hater, but then, like, I met them. You can feel that they love each other so much. I'm a huge Damage Control fan, so when they like helped each other, and IYO was like, "Baby, thank you," and it was like it was so cute.
I think eventually it's gonna have to be IYO versus Bayley, but I don't think it's gonna be right away. I think we're gonna probably see like Bayley versus Charlotte right now again, because I feel like Charlotte's gonna be mad because the only reason she got pinned is because of Bayley's distraction. But then again, I also feel like IYO's gonna be like, "Yo, WTF? Why'd you help me? I didn't need your help," and then Bayley's gonna be like, if you didn't have my help, you would have lost.
Right. Also, Bayley has been she just hasn't been on the spotlight for so long. She's been losing. She was such a fodder for Bianca's longest reign situation. Just SmackDown has been so weird lately.
It has. It really has.
They really just passed on Shotzi's storyline.
Like nothing.
Nothing. So hopefully things will happen. I also, with this rumor of Kairi supposed to come back, like what? Where is that
Where?
going?
I don't know.
Maybe if Bayley turns on IYO, maybe Kairi will be there too.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm excited to see Kairi, but right now I'm just like, there's so much going on right now with Asuka being there, Shotzi, Charlotte. I just don't know where it's gonna all fit.
Yeah.
And Jade Cargill. And probably Raw, but there's a lot going on right now there too with Nia.
And it's weird because there's a lot going on, but nothing's really like sticking out or like super like, oh, I must watch, at least for me. Like there is a lot going on, but nothing is like rising above that's like, okay, that's the thing to watch for.
Right, because Nia came back, which I think it's like great, one of the greatest things that happened to Raw recently. But Rhea again did not wrestle in this pay-per-view.
No, I don't know why.
What is going on?
So weird.
Yeah, they literally set up for the Fatal 4-Way match, but I guess they want to keep it. The Titans for Fatal 4-Way match. Raquel, Shayna, Nia, Rhea. That would have been a great match.
That would be a great match.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of tall people in one match.
And before we wrap up, I just want to... I just have to talk about this press conference moment where this reporter, Steve Fall, asked IYO if she wants to wrestle Taylor Swift.
He was like, okay, I'm going to get my moment, and the one question I get to ask is that question. Hey, good for him. I mean, it works. We're talking about it, I guess.
Mixing it up with some fun question, I'm down for it. I mean, I'm the one that asked Rhea Ripley first question, so
that is true.
Maybe I'm a little... It got me a good meme of, are you crazy? From IYO.
Are you crazy?
Hey, Bet Bunny's wrestling.
Yeah.
Why can't Taylor?
Why not? Exactly. Let's go.
That is Fastlane for you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. But Paloma,
My car noise. Yes.
you gotta talk about. I recently went to Paloma's new play, and it's at Goodman Theater, which is, I'm not even kidding, literally one of the most prestigious theaters in Chicago. She's the lead. We're here with the literal lead of Chicago's most prestigious theater.
Oh my gosh. First of all, it opens tomorrow, which is October 9th. It's amazing. We're still in previews, but we've gotten so much good feedback. I've gotten so much really good reviews already. But hey, the critics come on Monday, so we'll see what they have to say. It's called Lucha Telt. And it's about Azteca mythology represented through pro wrestling. It's basically a year, 8 to 10 months of storytelling and wrestling packed into 90 minutes. It's awesome. It has a little bit of everything, surprises, heel turns, wrestling. There's 6 matches. I'm in 5 of them. So definitely putting in work every night. And also I act. I'm very excited about it. I'm so happy to be able to do this. Like, who would ever thought that I'd be wrestling in the Goodman Theater? Like, what? It's so crazy. It blows my mind.
It's crazy. The storyline is one of the best wrestling storylines you've ever seen. The promo, oh, you caught a promo.
Oh, I definitely do. Even Cody went to go watch it, and he's like, those were some of the best promos I've ever seen you cut in your life. So it's really fun. It's awesome that it's very women forward facing, but I also kind of love that's not like a big forefront. Like, it's not necessarily acknowledged. It's just like implied, as opposed to like being just all about that. It's more like implied by my big strong moves.
It shook me multiple times. Yeah, I should have been bald at this point. But it was like so great. So if you're in Midwest, Chicago area, please go check it out at Goodman Theater. What a great show.
I can't believe it. So cool. Goes through October 29th, but it does really well. It could get extended through November.
Yes! And where can we all find you outside of that?
You can find me at Paloma Star on Instagram and Twitter and DS.
You can find me at DS Shin on Instagram and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter. And in LA this Thursday, I'm getting pounded at Pound Town Wrestling.
Pound Town.
Yeah.
Population 1. DS.
See you next time. Bye!